What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ryan the Creator, aka R2, aka R Raitai, aka Ryan the Creator on Twitch. So make sure you're following me on Twitch if you aren't, because that is a very new name. Also, today is a very fire video. If you haven't read the title, or if you're just clicking on this just because you're one of my subs and this is in your sub feed, this is one of the best videos you will be able to watch if you're a console player. Now, if you watch pro legend players, Apex Legend players like Shroud, Mendo, or Dizzy on PC, they have very good mobility skills and they're able to use everything to their ability mobility wise. And in console, it is very limited because of the buttons that you have and the way that the buttons are put out, unless you play claw. If you play claw, I feel like the button layout, it's okay, you're able to press every single button. It's just like an awkward handhold. But to Bhop, we're gonna go over a couple things on how to Bhop in console, because it is very possible. As you see, I am Bhopping in console like normal. All you have to do is the same tricks it would be as on PC, and the same source engine is still on console, so you can perform everything they do on PC on console. First thing you need to do, if you don't have paddles, I would change the button layout to button jumper, just so you can, even that I don't think you could do it without paddles. See, I have two paddles. I have a mod for my controller which adds two paddles to the normal PlayStation controller, which I can remap to myself, and so I use one for jump and one for crouch, so I can use the mobility to my advantage instead of like picking up loot and other things. So those are the two buttons I have mapped. Now the second thing you need is a crouch button. Instead of having it on toggle, you should have it on hold, like you have when you have it on hold, when you jump in the air, you'll stay crouched. When you have it on toggle, when you jump in the air, it makes you stand straight up. So when you're trying to do this bunny hop, you have to stay crouched in order to do it. If you're standing straight up, it doesn't work. Hold on, let me try to get the momentum. See, it looks weird. You don't have the momentum. You don't gain the momentum as you do when you're crouched. So what you have to have is having crouch on hold, and you have to hold the crouch button while timing the jumps as soon as you touch the ground. You can't spam it, otherwise you'll get a delayed jump. You literally have to try to time it and practice timing it in the training facility. What I've done is just gone through like this straight away, just trying to get like my timing down, and also like going up here and trying to get some turns around so I can like try to get into cover like this, be able to get into a gunfight while healing or using that to my advantage. The first thing you need to learn before bunny hopping is strafing. If you haven't played Counter-Strike Global Offensive CSGO on PC, that is probably one of the best things you could do to help you understand strafe. And if you only have like a very limited PC or only a laptop, CSGO is not a very demanding game. You could probably run it on almost anything and still get around 20 to 30 frames and be able to play and understand and learn how to strafe. Now, to strafe is when you're in the air and you move from one side, or move from one space to the side. You don't move forward or backwards at all. You only move left and right in the air. Now, in CSGO and Apex Legends, they have the same game source engine, which is the Source 2, I believe. And in CSGO, when you jump and hold your left, well, if you're playing on PC, you would hold A and D, left and right. So same on the analog stick, the left analog stick, you're going to hold it diagonal to the left or diagonal to the right, whichever way you want to go. You're going to practice this, just running and jumping, and try to strafe to one side. Now, practice to show you that it's true is that I'm lined up straight here. All you're going to do is hold the analog stick to the right, diagonally, and then give a little flick motion like this, very slow, or if you want, you can do it fast, but I wouldn't do it fast. because it's an unnatural motion. So when you get used to bunny hopping, you want to do like these little natural slow ones to get used to trying to go straight. So when you strafe, you don't go forward, you don't go backwards. The only thing you do is move left and right. So when you jump, you can combine moving left and right to move forward. Now you might be like, how do you move forward when you're just moving left and right? Well, when you jump and you're in the air and you do this strafe, you start to strafe to one side. You see as I'm doing? So I'll do a better example. I will stand still. I'm lined up with these straight lines, and I'm gonna strafe. Now I am not. I want to strafe to the left. We do that, and the more you do, the stronger the strafe is gonna be, and the more momentum that you have, the farther that the strafe will bring you. So like, I can strafe to here while looking forward. You don't have to look at somewhere to jump somewhere. You could strafe your way over there. Now, bunny hopping is just chaining these strafes with timed jumps, and it's really hard when the terrain is not flat. Like this terrain, how it's like uneven, is really hard to time bunny hops on. And even in the game, when you start playing on the actual map, you'll find out the places where it's best to bunny hop and the places where it's kind of harder. And the more practice you get, the more you'll understand the terrain and being able to time it on non-flat surfaces. So like me, you just gotta understand, if you're about to go up a hill, you just gotta time it just a tiny bit faster than when you're normally jumping on the ground. Same as if you are jumping high up, you gotta time it a little later. But you can still time bunny hops off of non-flat surfaces. You could also use bunny hops when you're jumping and you get the, when you fall from really high up and you get the stuck animation. You can use these bunny hops to get you out of those animations. Now, the best thing to do, and the best thing to do with bunny hopping, is definitely heal. Because when you heal, you're stuck in this really slow walk animation, which nobody ever wants to get caught healing. If you get caught healing, you're dead, because you're slow, you're a turtle. And two, if you press triangle in the middle of this, one, you didn't heal yourself, so you're at that health disadvantage. And two, they already have the aim on you, and they're about to start firing before you even have a chance to aim at them. So you're already at two disadvantages. Now, when you're able to B-hop and heal, you're able to take corners, you're able to keep moving, you're able to keep at a steady pace where it's not too easy to hit you. Now, it's definitely a lot harder to hit somebody when they are running at full speed than when they are walking in the healing. Now, if you don't agree with me on that, then I don't know where we would agree on, but being able to heal and bunny hop is a huge part in this game, and it's really key to momentum and learning how to bunny hop and heal is really huge. And being able to bunny hop is huge because you could do a lot of things instead of having to just keep these slow animations. It's a way to cancel out these slow animations. So like when I'm zoomed in, you can still momentum all the way up to the same speed as if you were running. So instead of having to keep that, you're going to keep the same momentum as you would running, and then you'll be able to aim down sights, aim at somebody's head, get around a corner, and then fire at somebody faster than you would if you were to just walk up to somebody like this. See how fast? Look how slow I am moving trying to do that. And then if I am bunny hopping, you see how fast I am moving while I'm ADSing? There is a lot of use for bunny hopping, and it's more than just healing, and it's mostly for mobility and for unnatural movement. And if you feel like you have an unfavorable position, these the bunny hop is something very useful you can use to get out of the way, get into some cover, or to sneak up on somebody and give them an unnatural peek. So like you see, I'm just jumping, and they're like, oh man, how are they going to keep up with somebody who's just keep jumping and jumping? And then you see, boom, I hit you. But it's like, it's a lot harder to do when ADSing. It's not as easy because the flicks are a lot slower, and the momentum to keep it up is a lot harder. If you want to be able to do that, you have to be able to keep your mouse speed or your analog speed up at the same as when you're not ADSing. But other than that, I hope this video was a helpful video. I hope this helped everyone learn how to B-hop just like Shroud and Dizzy, as I did. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comment section. I will be the first one to answer them. And if you have any support, please leave a like, please leave a sub. I always appreciate that. And if you can, go follow the link in the description, which leads to my Twitch account. We are on the road to getting affiliated. But other than that, this is definitely the best B-hop tutorial for console players, so make sure you share with your friends so everyone has the mobility down. Thank you, R-Smooth2 out.